Hello, my beautiful fools. It is me, your boy Andy from Andy Maloney Gaming, and I am here doing a little bit of bounty hunting on the south coast. I've basically killed about 9 of them off screen, and I'm gonna kill the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on screen. There's a little bit of a hurricane here in my country. I'm from Barbados, and I just say I wouldn't keep my few followers, my few subscribers waiting. I know you all must be anxious to watch me kill animals and make crap out of their hides. And I recently got this new attack, which I had to get rid of my old attack for. It's 100 mana. It casts at the same distance. It takes a little bit of a cooldown time. And the casting time is 1 second. So it literally takes 1 second. But the damage it deals, right? That is 82 plus 19 shadow damage that is done to the enemy. That is huge. That is huge. That is huge amounts of damage that is done to enemy over time. Like, wow. That's why I changed to have it. Let's see how it works. What the fuck is now? And he died. Yep, he clearly died right there. Boy, yeah, off to more bosses. Where's the closest one to us right now? The closest one to us is across the river. But there's also one that is directly through that arches right there. We're gonna go for him, see what he's about, kill him, get the bounty on him. We're mostly just bounty hunting right now. This is really what the game is about. Outside of doing the missions for the normal humans, you go around. There are set bounties in every area for different monsters. You take them down, the bounty is automatically sent to you, and the reward is sent to you the same time too. Oh, you could spend your reward however you see fit. Some of them are cash rewards, some of them are gems, some of them are emeralds. You get emeralds sometimes for taking down certain bosses. There's some latency issues right now. I'm pressing the button to cast these spells and they're taking forever to be cast. So there's definitely some issues I'm seeing. Oh, yeah, if you collect 5 of those and you take them to someone, well, let me show you what I'm talking about. That egg that I now picked up is actually that. And if you can read there, you'll see if you can collect 5 of those and take it back to the trades path, you'll be able to take them and get them given back to you. I seriously can't talk right now. I don't know why. But yeah, long story short, you take them back, you get some gems, you sell those gems, you make money. It's a never-ending cycle. This is the boss of this area. Should I turn on my vampire powers so I get more mana coming in? These are my vampire powers over here. But it damages me to give me a boost. You know, it damages me while giving me a boost. So I trade health for mana. Wow. I'm not sure how this fight will go. So first, let's see if we can make the enemy childish. Yep. Let's see if that can work in first. Look around for any enemies. No one hasn't spawned in just yet. Alright, let's hit him with a frost move. Okay, he's childish. See, he became smaller and shit. Like, you can make them childish and playful, where they do considerably less damage to you, and you do more damage to them, and kill them easier. So, a warrior's ring? Why would you give me a warrior's ring? I'm not a warrior. I don't need a warrior's ring. Ugh. I'll have to sell that now. So I like that ability. It takes a while to recharge. That's the downside to it. It's not something you could just spam because it literally uses the weakness of the enemy. You put them in under sleep or some sort of trance, whereas when they wake up from it, they're childish and they're weaker. They have less damage. They have less DPS. Sorry, damage per second. They have less HP resistance. Whereas if you could put corrosion on them, which would be majority of my shadow attacks are corrosion, which is damage over time, DOT, damage over time. So being that everything I use is damage over time, and you using something that by default weakens their immunity to damage over time, their resistance to it and the resistance to magic goes down. So it's beautiful when used right and correctly, and it has a time limit on how long it will last on the enemy, and it works better when the enemy is not aggroed to you. If the enemy doesn't know you're there, it's perfect to work on the enemies that don't know you're there, because to them, they don't have anything to be angry at, ergo it works easier. It can work in a pinch in the middle of a battle, but I would say for maximum use with minimum damage to yourself, get to a point where you can see the enemy, cast that on him, put him to sleep, wait for the timer to count down a little bit, whereas your elixir would, the elixir that you spent to cast it would regenerate, especially if you have all your armor set on giving you regeneration and vitality in and outside of battle. Being that he would be asleep, you would not be in battle as yet, you'd be outside of battle, ergo your regeneration would be higher. Your regeneration will constantly be ticking up by 50 to 60 points per second, which don't sound like a lot, but when you're not in battle, that little meter at the bottom can really tick up really fast, which is what you really need. And boom goes the dynamite. Die. Oh, nice. And boom goes the dynamite. Well, how far are we from the next boss? We're a little ways away. You could probably go to that one there where I already killed him before to keep it interesting. But I'm trying to fill a quota, I should say. Trying to fill a quota in the sense of getting all the enemies in a specific time before this video gets extremely long. And still making it fun, because I know a lot of people don't like the game because of its mediocre graphics at the best. Yes, very mediocre graphics, but it works. Excuse me, like a charm on cell phones. Like, for those gamers who want to play the game even when you're not to your PC, this is the perfect thing to play on. You wouldn't get those master PC race controls that you would normally get for playing it on a PC, but it's a pretty casual enough game that you don't really need the master race controls. It's just a point and click. Like you lock onto the enemy. You press this button to change your lock on to different things. This circle button with the little, look like a little shield. You change that to lock on to different things. Once you lock on, there's a little circle underneath what you're locking on. Then you just press these things and wait for them to charge up while moving around and trying to get out of the enemy's attack. Because you gotta remember, all underneath that red circle is his attack area, and he can get a good strike on you once you're in that attack area. Although the game does really have some issues in the sense of the hitbox, because some attacks still hit you when you're in motion, even when they shouldn't hit you. Excuse me, I just got up from sleeping and I just remembered I had to make a video. If you hear any kind of yawning in the background, it's really cold where I am right now. Probably not as cold as it is in America or something like that, but for Bajans, when outside get cold, we look to sleep or curl up with a woman. I don't have a woman, so I'ma just play a game. You know, I know how this be like. YouTube is no family friendly. You cannot say certain things. There are too many children that will be watching your stuff on your channel. But just let's just face it, with only 11 subscribers, because a lot of you aren't subscribing, children wouldn't find this channel. So this is perfect. This is the perfect little niche that I'm in, where I can have fun with what I'm doing. As long as I don't put certain types of copyrighted music in my videos, YouTube doesn't care. YouTube looks at it as we have free videos on our server all the time that they can provide to people. That's why they have YouTube Red now, whereas they put all the ads on the shitty YouTube that we're on right now. Not really calling it shitty, but let's just face it. They have this ads everywhere, ads on everything. You can't watch anything in peace because there's an ad in front of you. When did YouTube and the internet became an ad service? Like, when? And the only way can you get away from these ads is to pay them not to show you these ads. They're still making money. They're making money for the ads. You have to pay them not to show you the ads, and they're making money for the ads. Wow. Oh look, two bosses are over here. Let's go and kill them and their minions and what's not. I think it's not him. It's not him. He's not the boss. Oh god, he's not the boss, but I'm attacking. Okay, cool. Freeze, slow him down a little bit while he walks up the top of the hill. Come on, come on, come on. And he died. That damage over time is beautiful. Yes, I am going for a strictly shadow priest run, so everything shadow related. I don't want any kind of holy abilities, because I've been reading online that the perfect shadow warriors or shadow priests are the ones who have smite and this and that, because smite has a stun chance and all sorts of thing, and it's very hard to play the game when you're using just damage over time, because you have to keep yourself alive while keep stacking the damage over time procs on the enemy. That is true, but there is one attack that the shadow priests have called shadow orb, or is shadow orb. I normally call it shadow bubble. Shadow bubble, because it'd be three little bubbles or three little orbs that he shoots out the top of his staff, giggity, and when it hits the enemy, it detonates all the latent damage over time stacks that you have on the enemy, because they do stack. They can and will stack. Like, if you hit the enemy with 2 different damage over times, that is 2 consecutive levels of damage over time, and the timer that the spell has is also reset. Because look, when I hit him with that, there's damage over time. I will hit him with it again, and it's reset. So you constantly resetting the damage over time. And I have a strong feeling that it is stacking on him. Like, it must be stacking. It must be stacking. There's no way it is not stacking on him right now. There's no way that is not stacking on him. You know, all this time he running around is just chunks of his health just going away. And I hardly have to do him anything. It just keep stacking and keep moving. I would really like it that the shield that I had, or have, I should say, would do more defensive stuff. But it doesn't seem to be increasing any kind of defensive stats. Probably I don't have it statted properly or whatever. But it doesn't have any kind of defensive stats, and everything is a hit. Everything is a hit. Only a few misses and a few dodges, but everything hits me. I was wondering why or how to, like, how to set up your shield, because you could put like special runes on it. They call it runes in the game. I don't know why. I think it ruins the immersion. Ching. But I don't know why they call it runes, because they could have just called it relics or fragments or power-ups, but they're trying to be all special and have their own thing. I get you, game designers. I respect that they always have updates. The game recently updated. It fixed a few problems, little issues I had with the game, like but they still leave a few issues in, because you gotta remember, this is a game system working on a really old engine. This engine does not even this engine doesn't even stir anymore. All the new MMORPGs are using newer, fresher, better engines. But I think it's best because, oh wait, no, the monster's actually over here. I think it's best because it keeps it minimalistic. You know, your viewers shouldn't expect much from you because you're only uploading. Oh my god. You're only uploading what. Oh, it just got hit. You're just uploading what the game has to offer. You know, like graphically. Oh my god, there's two of them. Wow. Now this is the problem right here. Ganging up on you, but one of them just ran away. Alright, cool. Hit Hina. Stop playing farms. You playing around with this thing. Oh my god. Jesus. Peace. This has got me like, there's certain attacks that just get negated once you get hit. And I just don't know what is it. I really don't know. Flexing. Wow. I have no idea what that is for. So let's just ignore it as this. Is that a little mini boss thing? Can you see it? He's level 16. I should be able to kill him. Let's just kill him because he's in our way. Okay, damage over time stacked up nicely, and he was nothing. See that? Like, yeah, damage over time is just boss, because there's nothing to stop it unless you have an immunity. Like, you're immune to it. Like, some bosses are outrightly immune to something, and the only way they become immune to it is if you're not at the right level that it would affect them. Because I think that's the way the game designer set up things, so that weaker people who using the damage over time concept wouldn't just break the game. Because if you could be a low level player and you're using damage over time, even though you're nowhere near the enemy's power, you could just systematically beat enemies down to a pulp by just using damage over time. But I do have some enemies that do a lot of damage to you straight up. So damage over time would be risky. Very, very risky. Making it where they would kill you before the damage over time takes hold. Okay, there you go. Alright. And this video is soon done because we got 3 more enemies. And I'm going to call it quits, guys. That's good enough content. We went around, we talked a bit, we laughed. Well, I laughed at some of the crap I was saying, but we laughed. And we basically set out to do what we were supposed to do. Kill the enemies. And I think there's an enemy over there. I hope he doesn't see me before I get on the... There you go. That's another thing about this game. The enemies, like, they just sense you. I know you're not the chosen one, but some enemies is just outright sense you and just start dogpiling your butthole. Alright, let's try the same put into sleep thing. As I was telling you earlier, you literally put them in a daze. You can walk all up in their face, walk all around them, and they can't do you anything. But at the end of that timer, they will be turned into a childish state where they will be weaker, doing less damage, moving less slower. But even that itself is on a timer, so everything the Shadow Priest does is on a timer. It's like, I'll poison you and kill you slowly. Ooh, look at the moon. Up, time to fight. See? He's doing considerably less damage to me. So let me just start putting the damages over time with him before the timer for being a child runs out, so I can stack these damages over time and kill him. So right now his damage over time should be over 100 and he's dead. There you go. If you could stack a few of them all together, you could kill an enemy so beautifully. Let me just look at that for a few seconds. I want that to be the thumbnail. 3, 2, 1. That's beautiful. Okay, this enemy is level 17. Oh my god, he can run up walls. Let's see if that same attack can work while they're aggroed. I don't think it would, but here it goes. Oh, no, it didn't work. Didn't work. Repeat, it didn't work. He probably is immune or something. And he's dead. Okay. That was fun. It was great having you tonight, or today, or whenever it is you're watching.